Well, um, it's evening. Most of the time I get on, I say good morning, good afternoon, good night, good midnight hour, whatever time it is when you watch this video. You know, a lot of times we use our platforms and, we talk about a whole lot of things, a whole lot of different subjects. Uh, we give words of encouragement. We laugh, we talk, we just have a good time. And this is one of those times when I've said that when you're on your journey, or on your assignment, or just in life general, there may be some things that's not so pleasant. There may be some things that can bring you headaches and heartaches. And sometimes we're not transparent when we have the kind of feelings that we have. Sometimes we have to tap ourselves and say, and pinch yourself and say, oh, okay, I am human. Oh, okay, I'm not perfect. Well, tonight, for mothers and grandmothers and parents, friends and family, um, watching the video tonight, um, since you know where I'm from, Memphis, Tennessee. I say that all the time. Where I'm from, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not there tonight. I'm in Tampa, Florida tonight with my job. But now I understand. Years ago, the love and respect that I'll just say our grandparents and our great grandparents, the older generation of women, the respect that they would try to show toward their husbands, the respect and the comfort when they tried to make their house into a home. Now I understand when they would say, because of what the men were going through when they were outside of the home, they didn't want them to have to go through certain things while they were in the home. So maybe the wives would cook dinner. Yeah, maybe the wives would make their plates. Maybe the wives and moms who still had sons at home would ask, do you want me to fix your plate, or what would you like for dinner? They knew and understood what the men in their life was really facing. And for those of us who maybe didn't really understand, or maybe didn't see it, didn't want to see it, or it wasn't exposed, or just dropped in our lap. But tonight, as a mother, I have a son and I have a daughter. But tonight, as a mother, I have a brother and a nephew. And then you ask yourself, have you grown, or are you mature just in life? And you can find out your maturity when you can see a situation or something that's happening, but you have a different perspective of what's happening. And that's what happened tonight. So tonight on this platform, and I'm transparent, and I'm always sharing and encouraging, and I still am, because I trust God. But I say to my son on tonight, you're special. I say to my son on tonight, I love you. I say to my son tonight that I'm always praying for you. And as you lead your family, your wife and your children, I want you to know that I love you. And I may not have always recognized the things that you may face, the challenges that may come upon you. Maybe I never understood totally. But tonight, I have a different perspective. And if you are a mother and you have a son, I don't care what they doing. I don't care where they are. I don't care what they have done in the past. You need to text or call and tell your son that you love them. Whatever you've been holding on to, you let it go. And you tell that son, you hug that baby boy. You hug that little toddler. You hug that teenager. If you're able, you hug that grown man, or you call that grown man and you let him know that you love him. And that that there may be some times or situations that maybe you weren't there. Maybe you didn't have the right words to say. But I realize, I may not understand it all, but I realize what they can go through. I realize what they've been faced with. And sometimes they may have gone through things that they were faced in the streets. And for me, in the streets, when my son was brought up in the streets of Memphis, Tennessee, that he may not have never even shared with me. But I want him to know, you got a praying mama, son. You got a praying grandmother. You got a praying sister. You got a praying father. You got people that you don't even know that's praying for you. So tonight, what we've seen, what the enemy meant for bad, one thing that has come out of this is that as parents and as mothers, those of us who have looked at this situation that they've shown us tonight that occurred in Memphis, Tennessee, for those of us who have a new perspective on what our sons go through in life or what they could possibly be faced with in life, it's a new day. We're to love them. We are to encourage them. And even if you don't have biological sons, and I'm just talking about the sons tonight. If you don't have sons of your own, then I say, pray for my son. If you don't have brothers, nephews, or uncles, I'm asking that you pray for mine. This is not about going viral. This is just about being open and transparent and publicly saying, because if I could go on top of the roof of this hotel I'm in, where I'm staying while I work, I will holler from the top of the roof, son, your mama loves you. So we're going to have a good night. We're going to have a good night. Because I believe that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. So if you got a purpose and you on an assignment, it's all going to work together for the good. So right now, I pray that every male, that every black male, that every brown male, that every male that's in the United States of America will be covered by the blood of Jesus. Now, you all go ahead and you have a good night, but I'm going to post this I'm going to post this. And sons who watching, if your mother has gone on to be with the Lord and your mother is no longer here, I want you to know that you got a person that's going to pray for you. I got a different perspective of what you have to go through. And I ain't ashamed of saying that sometimes, you know, you may not get it at first, but God has a way of getting your attention. So I'm praying for you, man, and I'm praying with you. And I love you on tonight. Good night, but I wanted to share that with you. And son, I want you to know that I love you. Good night.